All right, guys, back with another video. Today we're talking about what would a potential fight between Khamzat Chimaev and Colby Covington look like. So as you guys know, Khamzat Chimaev was victorious this past week in beating Gilbert Burns. And it looks like Dana White has confirmed that it's going to be Khamzat Chimaev versus Colby Covington for a card on the ABC, like an ABC card. So it won't be a pay-per-view, and it'll be a 5-round main event fight. Khamzat Chimaev versus Colby Covington. Yeah, guys, this is super dope because one, we get to see Khamzat in a potential championship round fight if it goes all 25 minutes. Secondly, we get to see Khamzat Chimaev versus one of the best welterweights in the world, Colby Covington. And Colby Covington is known for his cardio, right? So I told you guys, Colby Covington is the cardio king, right? He never gets tired, and he really doesn't. Colby Covington puts up an insane pace. So when you look at someone like Khamzat Chimaev, right, very, very strong wrestling, he has good striking. What's the game plan going in here, right? Because for Colby Covington, he usually takes down a lot of his opponents. But I don't think he would be successful at taking down Khamzat Chimaev consistently. Like, just because Khamzat is so big and so strong for that division, it's hard to believe that Colby Covington could just keep up a pace of takedowns after takedowns of Khamzat Chimaev like he did Jorge Masvidal, right? So it's kind of the predicament we're in here. It's like, well, people are saying, oh, if Colby Covington stands with Khamzat, he's going to get knocked out. And I'm like, well, Colby Covington he stood toe-to-toe with Kamaru Usman in that first fight. And I would like to believe, I don't know if I'm biased, but I would like to believe that Usman probably hits harder than Khamzat. Just straight power. I could be wrong, though. Khamzat could hit harder than Usman. But just by the look of Usman's physique, man, and just like how tight and compact those punches come from, I think he probably has more power than Khamzat. But either way, they both have knockout power. And Colby Covington was able to stand in there with Usman for 5 rounds until he was TKO'd. But still, so it's like, I'm trying to figure out what would be the game plan for Colby Covington. Would it be to just volume strike Khamzat, create the distance, create the space? Because also, Colby Covington doesn't really throw many kicks. He's very kind of basic boxing, 1-2s, good entries to a takedown, trip, and he just does this over and over until he eventually mauls you and you get tired. So with Khamzat, I feel like Khamzat is a little bit more versatile on the feet. He does throw some blasting kicks up the middle, and he's longer and a longer reach, and I think that he may be more durable when it comes to just straight eating shots. So a lot of people are saying Colby Covington will beat Khamzat in a 5-round fight. I think Colby Covington can beat Khamzat if Khamzat gasses out. Because you gotta understand, Colby Covington's biggest weapon is his wrestling. If he's not able to take you down at some point in that fight, he's going to have trouble, right? Like, you look at his fight with Usman, he was not able to get the fight to the ground, so he lost. It's sort of similar to Aljamain Sterling. He wasn't able to get, if you're not able to get the fight to the ground, you're going to lose. He was able to get the fight to the ground, and he won. So will Colby Covington be able to distinctly get the fight to the ground multiple times against Khamzat Chimaev for 5 rounds, for 25 minutes? I just don't see it happening unless Khamzat has cardio problems. We do not know if Khamzat can go 5 full rounds at that speed. And this past week, Gilbert Burns was saying, I want to fight Khamzat 5 full rounds because he believes Khamzat was fading towards the end of the round. So do I think Khamzat was fading? I definitely think he was definitely tired. And like I said, this was his first true test of like going past the first round and really fighting someone for 15 minutes. So, and then to just jump from 3 rounds to 5 rounds and potentially be in another war again with Colby Covington, that's a big jump. But as long as Khamzat's mentally trained for it, and he's got that eye of the tiger almost, like he knows what he's in for, I think he can last all 5 rounds and be just fine. I feel like it's really just a mental state of just getting yourself in the best shape possible, and then knowing that when it's time to go, like, you got to go and push hard for those 25 minutes. So I see Khamzat beating Colby Covington. I do. I really think that he can defend the takedowns. He can get a knockout. I don't think Colby Covington possesses more power than Gilbert Burns. And I think Khamzat has tremendous cardio. I think he'll be in tremendous shape for that 5-round fight. So money's still on Khamzat, guys. I mean, I think Colby Covington's a great fighter as well. But I never really seen Colby Covington just one punch knock people out, or he's more of a mauling type fighter and a more of a fighter that wants to make you tired in there. And I just think Khamzat's going to be able to defend the takedowns and keep the fight standing, or take Colby Covington down. So that's another thing. So it'll be a good fight. But yeah, Khamzat Chimaev versus Colby Covington, that's how I think it goes. I think Khamzat would edge him. I'm not sure about TKO or submission, but I think he'd beat him. Anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Back again tomorrow with another video. Thank you guys so much.